All right, a bit more context and analysis now on the court's decision to take up the Colorado case. Let's bring in ABC News legal contributor Asha Rangappa. Asha, good to see you. Let's start by putting this into perspective. How delicate of a legal dance is this for the Supreme Court?
Oh boy, this is going to be a very tough dance for them. So, look, it was inevitable that this was going to end up at the Supreme Court. I do think that what is a little surprising is the speed at which they have arranged for briefing and oral argument, which means that they want to get to a decision. And I think what we need to look out for is, are they going to address the hard question? Are they really going to get to the heart of whether the 14th Amendment applies to the President of the United States and whether Trump engaged in an insurrection? Or will they find some sort of off-ramp, some legal or procedural off-ramp that will allow them to sidestep the question, which again would open a Pandora's box in terms of, the states having their own approach.
When you're talking about the timeline here, the Supreme Court's not hearing this case until February 7th, Colorado Republican primary, March 5th, very close together. But I would expect they're going to do this pretty quickly. If you think back to Bush v. Gore, that was done in days, right? They decided that in days. So do you expect this will be done in time?
I think so. The Supreme Court has an interest in ensuring that our government functions effectively. And so right now, what we're in a situation where there's a patchwork of different approaches to determining eligibility for the ballot happening at different states, different decisions coming out of them. There has to be some uniformity. And so some sort of final decision, whether it's on the facts or some sort of legal determination that this can apply or not apply, has to be made in order to move forward, or there's going to be basically some other constitutional crisis down the line if Trump is on some ballots and not on others, that's going to land in their lap anyway. So they understand that, and they're going to have to resolve this once and for all.
You know as well as anybody else that politics seeps into everything. Do you foresee any kind of scenario here where any justice would recuse themselves, particularly any of the three judges appointed by the former president?
Well, I think the big question here is Justice Thomas. Listen, we appoint justices with life tenure for the purpose of ensuring that they are not going to be influenced by the administration or the party that appointed them. They are independent, and we should trust that they are. Justice Thomas is different because his wife, Ginny Thomas, was involved in many of the facts underlying this very dispute. And one of his former law clerks, John Eastman, is now in the crosshairs of a January 6th investigation. In other words, he has a very personal connection to people who are involved in this that would make his impartiality much more questioned than simply the fact that he was appointed by a Republican president.
Right. All right. Asha Rangappa, thank you so much. And we do want to mention, just as a reminder, that President Trump denies all wrongdoing related to January 6th.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.